Welcome to another episode on our channel. So I'm in a nice comfy Grand Canyon shirt that I got for my husband. I steal his clothes sometimes because they are comfy. But I did get something from Sideshow today and thought I would open it up for you guys. But these boxes do not come untainted anymore. There's a big gash in here that almost runs the whole section of the way down. I think there are creases all over it, which makes me wonder what's going to happen on the inside, but it'll be a journey, right? And that's the evil one, Gabriella, playing with something over there, making noise if you heard something. Anyway, let's open this baby from the bottom. It came in today. It was on pre-order for some time, so let's see how it looks. So this is John Wick. I have one John Wick, but this is the more updated version of him with longer hair. So it's hard to tell. That feels like a raised, and that would have been on that, that one long crease section. You can see, right? It's mimicking it, isn't it? So the box didn't protect, the mailer box didn't protect this. And this is sadly what I'm expecting now from Sideshow. Unless perhaps if you get a double box, maybe you might be more protected. But some of it does depend on how does the item go into the mailer box. You can't guarantee that off the assembly line it went in perfectly. So yeah, I can feel that raised bend on that side. This side looks okay. And
Edge.
the edge?
No, edge. Dent, middle.
You mean here?
No, up. Yeah,
Other.
there you go. Get your finger around.
Ooh, yeah, I can feel it.
Up.
Oh yeah, I feel something here. I think those are imperfections though in terms of how it was made. It looks like, it's interesting. It looks like, and maybe this is how they make their boxes. It looks like there's a liner on this box. It's not, yeah, it looks like there's some sort of liner on there. Maybe that's how they make their boxes. I don't know. I often thought that, they use a lot of ink to get the colors, but it does have a very smooth compared to like cardboard boxes or just plain boxes. It's very smooth and has kind of a gloss to it. So I wonder if they do use liners. So anyway, it's not perfect, obviously. It is one of those, I do like it when they do this, when they let you open it this way. It's just, I wish this part could be, yeah, because now I can see more of the things this way. I wish this could be folded like that and protected in terms of shipment. That way, if it goes over a ding box, which you can see a ding here, maybe. If it goes over a ding box, the dings don't show up. And if you're really excited about displaying your boxes, that would help. So in terms of the internal box, I think I see the one ding here. Don't know if I see anything else. So nothing's perfect, and this apparently confirms that. Anyway, we'll open it from the bottom. All right, that comes up. Oh, okay, so there he is, and he has. There is a little padding between his hair, so there's some white things, white foam going on there. He should have, if I understand correctly, he should have another hair piece. But what we'll do now is we'll pause and get all the things out. We are back, and this John Wick is really loaded, not just in terms of weapons, but accessories. He comes with this particular stand, which had a plastic liner on it to protect it. That's kind of nice. He comes with an extra hairpiece. So if you want a more refined look where the hair is combed nicely instead of the messy look, you can do that. And there's magnets that will hold that in place for you. This little piece will move his eyes. So the eyes are movable. I wish they would make that standard on all their figures, Hot Toys. But this one, it does have movable eyes. He comes with a whole assortment of hands. On his hands, it's kind of partially gripping. He has fisted hands. He has tighter gripping hands. He has trigger finger hands. He has, this is like a bow and arrow set of hands. So the two fingers are out here, which would grab the arrow. He has more relaxed hands or open fingered relaxed hands. Maybe these are the relaxed hands, but these are open fingered hands. And then he has this hand, which I call the grr hand. Because it's like that. It's a grr, growl hand. He has 3 of these kind of stacked coins. So you can kind of see these are definitely coins. And then he has single coins, 3 of them as well. So just try to hold it by the tip and you can see it there. Now, I just don't want to drop it and lose it. These would be easy to lose in carpet or with little animals who would love to just let it fly across the floor and get buried under something. Anyway, so that's cool. And then just a ton of weapons. He's got a bow, which is made out of plastic. The string is very tight. He's got the 2 arrows that go with the bow. No quiver, just 2 arrows. Don't know why 2. There's no arrowhead, it's just pointed. It's plastic. He's got a katana and plastic as well. Very sharp though. You gotta be careful with it. If you have kids around, you don't want them playing with the sharp end. Poke somebody's eye out. He's got nunchucks. And then to match this wood right here, he's got an older looking gun. That's really cool looking. The hammer does not pull back from what I can tell. I do not want to tempt fate. It doesn't appear to, but it does open up. And you can see there's some ammunition in there and it does close back up. That is cool. And again, it matches the nunchucks. So, if you want the nunchucks in one hand and this gun in the other hand, ooh, it matches. My big thing, right? He's got a 1911, and it does come with its magazine that comes out. It's a little tight. You kind of probably have to play around with it for some time before it can easily slip in and out. And the hammer does pull back. It's golden. It's gold like the round in the chamber. It has a recoil compensator. So if you shoot it, you know how when you shoot a gun, it kind of goes up a bit this will keep it level. So you don't have to put your target on the sight that you want to hit. You don't have to re-aim. It stays level. That's kind of cool. Then you have a rifle with its magazine that can come out. There's a charging feature here that you can pull out, but it's thin. I wouldn't do this too much. I'd be afraid of it breaking. This does come out too to make it much longer. But again, you just want to be careful with these things because so many things can either get lost or broken. Wow. And then this is a shotgun, apparently. And it comes out like the other one does, so you can make it longer. But the interesting thing, here it goes, about this shotgun, sorry about that, is it doesn't have shotgun shells in it. It's bizarre. But it is a shotgun. It's got a really large muzzle at the end. So anyway, lots of weapons to choose from. I don't know how I'll pose them. Too many choices, it seems like. So, but if you like a lot of choices, this does come with a ton of choices in terms of how he's going to be armed, what hands you're going to use. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of hands, and then the extra hand. You got extra wristbands or wrist tags, I should say, not wristbands. And I really like the coins, the stack of coins and the single coins. I think that's a nice touch. So we'll pause now and get him into some sort of pose and put him on a turn tray and do what we typically do. So the thing I forgot to mention is that all his left hands has a digit missing next to the pinky. So it's been cut off, obviously. So in terms of how to pose him, what is very neat about this figure is that there is wiring in the jacket. Sometimes you see wiring in a cape, but this is the first I've ever seen wiring in a suit, in a jacket suit. So it can create a windblown effect as if he's moving. And I love that. So I have the 1911 in his hand, and I would like to take the rifle, and it doesn't come with a sling, but put a sling on it so he can kind of carry it on his back. That would be my preference. The only other way I see of posing him is with this dueling pistol in his hand, because it's just cool looking, and the matching objects. Yeah. But this is a lot in terms of weapons. You can't use everything. So for me, it's going to be the 1911 and the rifle on a sling hanging from him. It's just a shame it didn't come with slings. Yeah. I might put coins down here just for a fact, but that's all I would do. Like I said, what's neat though is, again, this jacket. It's the first I've ever seen that. Wiring in it. That's very unusual. So we'll pause and get him on a turn tray so you can see him from different angles. So eventually I do want to put a sling on this and put this on his back. We'll just put it down here for now. What I did notice about the stand is there are some texturized spots here. And I think it's like drops of blood. I think that's what it's meant to be. But let's go around. He is exquisitely tailored. I mean, the clothing is fantastic. And the wiring in the jacket, that's a first. Never seen that before. That is so cool. So we'll pause here and get some close-ups from here on up. We'll be right back. So you can see the missing digit here on his left hand. It's just an exquisite outfit that he has on. I've said that, I think, before. So nicely tailored. And again, that wiring, I just can't get over it. It's such a unique, but when you see it, you go like, duh, why hasn't anybody been doing something like this before? It's one of those duh moments, I guess. So, and I do like, again, the messy hair look more than I do the nicely combed look. There we go. So now we'll get a really tight close-up of his face. And this is where Hot Toys always shines. It's the details in the facial features. Since we're doing a close-up here, I thought I would show you some of the weapons a little bit more closely. This is the rifle. The shotgun is somewhat similar, so I don't think I need to show that. The bow and arrow is going to be typical, but this dueling pistol is so very, very, very cool. And the neat thing about that, of course, is that it does open up. It's so very cool. And of course it matches. Let me bring that back in to view. It matches the nunchucks. And it actually matches the sword. There you go. So that is awful cool. But the coolest thing, I think, are the stack of coins. So you can kind of see, here's the stack, and then the single ones, I think, are just as cool. It's just that you can't pose them with everything, unfortunately. So let's just go side to side. A little more here. You can see the messiness of his hair. Oh my gosh, but you can see the details in his face, his eyes, the intensity, everything. Like I said, this is where Hot Toys really shine. The head sculpts. And he's very articulated, so you can move him easily. That's a nice thing as well. So there you go. So here's one last look at John Wick. I hope you've liked what you've seen. He looks awesome. And I have liked what I've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.